Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Morehouse School of Medicine's second winter commencement exercises. At this time, we ask that you silence your cell phones and other electronic devices during the ceremony. Our ceremony will begin shortly. Thank you for your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy our prelude selection, "O God, Our Help in Ages Past," played by Mr. Alan Smith. Following the selection, you will be greeted by our Grand Marshal, Dr. Michael Powell, Professor of Microbiology, Biochemistry, and Immunology. At this time, we again ask that you silence your cell phones and other electronic devices during the ceremony. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, the President, the Dean, and the faculty and staff, I hereby declare the second winter commencement exercises at the Morehouse School of Medicine are now in session. Please rise and remain standing for the procession of the platform party, along with our distinguished faculty and alumni. Please take your seats and remain seated throughout the procession so that everyone can see the graduates without obstruction. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Morehouse School of Medicine Winter Class of 2022. Graduates and members of the distinguished platform may be seated. Morehouse School of Medicine was founded in 1975 with a bold mission to address the physician shortage in Georgia, to diversify the physician workforce, scientific and advanced primary care, and work towards the elimination of healthcare disparities through programs in education, research, and service. That bold mission started on the campus of Morehouse College because of individuals like Morehouse College Emeritus President Dr. Hugh M. Gloucester. Each commencement, we observe a moment of reflection in honor and the life of the legacy of Dr. Hugh M. Gloucester. We will honor that tradition here today. Please join me as President Montgomery Rice honors the distinguished Dr. Hugh M. Gloucester.
We are honored to continue our tradition of recognizing one of our founders, Dr. Hugh M. Gloucester. We traditionally pause at his memorial gravesite lay a wreath, and observe a moment of silence. The seventh president of Morehouse College, Dr. Hugh Gloucester, served the college from 1967 to 1987. Along with being instrumental to the founding of Morehouse School of Medicine, he led a laudable career at Morehouse College, where he increased the number of majors in the Department of Business, doubled student enrollment and faculty, and quadrupled the college endowment to $20 million, and overall raised more than $100 million for the college. He dedicated his life's work to educating the next generation of leaders. Please join me in a moment of silence as we honor the life and legacy of Dr. Hugh M. Gloucester. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to ask the school's chaplain, Dr. Marvin Crawford, to give the invocation.
Good morning, my sisters and my brothers. On this morning, if you don't mind, you can remove your hats if you so feel desire to do so as we lead ourselves together in prayer. Listen for the word of God. It said in Chronicles 15:7, "But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded." Let us pray. God, who made all creation, hung the stars in the air, set the sun in his course, and set the stars to shining. God, who sustains us and expands the cosmos. God, who loves, forgives, and empowers. We come as vessels of gratitude, waiting to be filled with the joys of accomplishment and the spirit of fulfillment. We come simply to say thank you for these who have endured the rigors of hard study. We come to say thank you that they have remained strong, did not give up, and now will receive their just reward. Now, God, bless us who assemble here, and bless those who watch in with us on this day. As we celebrate, let us be encouraged and inspired to find ways to fulfill our mission ongoing to close those healthcare equity gaps. And may also we close inequities in any areas that we can find and our hands can achieve to make a difference. Now come, O God, with your presence. Be with your people. Let us feel your celebratory spirit. It is in your name we pray. And everybody that is full of this celebration, let me hear you say with me, amen. Give God a hand clap for this day now. And now we will receive by our wonderful soloist, Miss Ida M. Duru, the wonderful piece in the national anthem and also the Negro national anthem. Give God a hand clap for her wonderful voice too.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
It is now my distinct honor to bring to the podium the presiding officer for today's ceremony, President and CEO of Morehouse School of Medicine, Dr. Valerie Montgomery Rice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a beautiful morning it is. Good morning to our academic leadership, our board of trustees, our alumni, our parents, our families, our students, our faculty, our staff, and our commencement speaker, Don Morton Reyes. Welcome to the second winter commencement exercises of Morehouse School of Medicine. I was reminded this morning that our first one was pretty much online because I forgot how cold it was, but I was reminded this morning. But I feel the warmth here. I feel the warmth that is coming from the families, the supporters, the loved ones who have guided our students to this day, and we said thank you. Morehouse School of Medicine is celebrating more than just an inaugural winter commencement. We are celebrating milestones of growth and commitment. That's why we're here today. We, alongside the families and friends and mentors, share the enthusiasm and energy. Look around, see the devotion that is permeating throughout this room. See the scholarship that has been accomplished through the eyes of our graduates. We are educating and training the next generation. They will be leaders in public health. They will be leaders in biomedical science. They will be leaders in discovery. They will be leaders in healthcare, and they will be leaders in health because they are what we need to build that bridge between healthcare and health. They are what we need to forge empowerment in a community, to believe in itself and to believe what's possible. So celebrate today with intentionality, because who you are, what you've accomplished, where you accomplished it. Look at where it's taken you. Look at how you are making your why. It's your way, it's your style. And we're so appreciative that you chose Morehouse School of Medicine. I am positive that the words that I'm about to say have been uttered before, but I hope that you understand that today they may be a little bit different because they're cloaked with a level of commitment to you as you join this family. We are proud of you. Thank you. Please stand and honor your loved ones, giving them a round of applause. They are equally proud of you. And I know that all of them are not here, some are joining online. And we appreciate those who join through the airwaves. And I know you feel their encouragement, their reassurance, their compassion, and I know you appreciated their financial support that help you along this educational journey. These are meaningful moments that will never leave you. As a parent, I am always intentional at these celebrations, celebrating all the milestones, big or small, feeling the pride that all of us feel. 13 years ago, my son, and I know my staff is tired of me saying this, but I'm gonna say it again. You know, he told us that he wanted to be an environmental game artist, and we thought that's not really a career. We were wrong. He went on to college, and when you get a chance this weekend, look at that Avatar movie and look for that name, Melvin Rice. Always believe in the impossible. I know some of you all felt that when your loved one was out in the workforce already getting a check every 2 weeks. And then they said, I think I want to go get another degree. And you said, really? Well, who's going to help take care of the kids? Who's going to keep the funds flowing? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? And guess what? You are all able to do it because of the commitment and love. It never leaves you. That feeling of triumph never leaves you. Don't ever take it for granted. To the class of 2022, this is your special day. You have earned it. It is the day that you've made all the sacrifices worthwhile. God bless you and congratulations. To our board members, our alum, our faculty and staff joining us on live stream, we remain grateful for your care and your loyalty to these graduates and to Morehouse School of Medicine. Today, our graduates will join our distinguished alumni, dedicated professionals who are committed to advancing health equity across the globe. Morehouse School of Medicine is home to world-renowned leaders and experts in biomedical science, technology, clinical research, public health, health policy, and medicine. They're instrumental to the development of these fundamental and phenomenal graduates. Several of these academic leaders are participating in today's ceremony, and they are serving on the platform. Please stand as I call your name. Our Dean and Executive Vice President of Health Affairs, Joseph Adrian Tyndall. Our Associate Dean of Student Affairs, Dr. Cinnamon Bradley. Our Senior Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs and Chief Medical Officer of Morehouse Healthcare, Dr. Errol Crook. Our Founding Program Director and leader of our Physician Assistant Studies Program, Dr. Pangela Dawson. Our Associate Dean of Graduate Education and Biomedical Sciences, Dr. Danita Eatman Daniels. Our Senior Associate Dean for Educational Affairs, Dr. Martha Eltz. Our Assistant Dean of Online Education and Expanded Programs and Co-Director of the MSBT and MSHI program, Dr. Angelita Howard. You have already met our wonderful Grand Marshal. He's also a professor of microbiology, biochemistry, and immunology, Dr. Michael Powell. You've met Dr. Kenny Shepard. He's our Associate Dean of Student Affairs and Assistant Professor at Pharmacology and Toxicology. Where is he? Also participating, you've met our preacher, Dr. Marvin Crawford. He is also Associate Professor of Internal Medicine. He's the Senior Pastor of First St. Paul African Methodist Episcopal Church. Our Board of Trustees Representative and Vice Chair of the Board, Ms. Susan Grant. Our President of the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association. He's an Adjunct Associate Professor of Clinical Surgery, Dr. Frank Jones. And of course, you will get to see and hear our commencement speaker, Dr. Don Morton Reyes, President and CEO of the National Committee on the Certification of Physician Assistants. Please give them all a round of applause. Making sure no one snuck up on the stage. I got everyone. Thank you. All righty. It is my privilege to introduce Morehouse School of Medicine's trustee Susan Grant, who brings greetings on behalf of the board. Thank you.
Good morning to President Montgomery Rice, fellow trustees, distinguished platform guests, alumni, faculty, administrators, family, friends, and the class of 2022. I am very honored to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Commencement exercises are a special time for the board because we're able to witness the results of the work we do to support and sustain Morehouse School of Medicine students. This institution continues to train outstanding physicians, biomedical scientists, public health professionals, and now physician assistants who are destined for greatness. We are immensely proud of your accomplishments. We are certain you will be extraordinary practitioners, researchers, and change makers. You will continue to have our utmost support as you bring your hearts and your work to the underserved in our communities. Know that you are forever part of the illustrious MSM family. Congratulations. And now, Madam President, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Morehouse School of Medicine, I hereby authorize you to confer degrees in course upon candidates who have qualified in all respects for Master of Science in Clinical Research, Master of Science in Medical Sciences, Master of Science in Biotechnology, Master of Science in Health Informatics, Doctor of Philosophy, and Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies. Thank you.
Now we'll hear from the PA class of 2022 Secretary Isabel Lorero.
Good morning, friends, family, faculty, and staff. What an honor it is to be here today and celebrate this rewarding milestone with my fellow graduates. The last 28 months as a Morehouse School of Medicine PA student have been nothing short of eventful. What a journey it has been. When we started, we were living in a very quarantined world, heavily affected by COVID-19. Obviously, this was not how any of us envisioned our first day of PA school, but there we were, bright-eyed at 8 a.m. on Zoom. Semester 1 started off and we hit the ground running with the full course load, virtual cadaver labs, study review sessions, breakout groups, and forming mini patient and provider Zoom sessions. Quite a heavy academic semester, but we persevered. Semester 2 started with a limited and hybrid white coat ceremony. Again, not how we envisioned this moment, but we were fortunate to have each other and our loved ones virtually as we took our professional oath and donned our white coats. The following Monday, we were back to studying with another full semester of back-to-back exams every Friday. Semester 3, we added our master's capstone to our already heavy course load. Semester 4, we start to see some light at the end of the tunnel. Not only were we PA S2s and feeling more confident, but we were fully on campus. Such a humbling moment to have the PA S1s look up at us and wonder, will I ever get there? Then just like that, clinical year. This is where we were able to really practice medicine and experience what our lives as future physician assistants would be like. This feat was a beast, but we dove in and we showed our preceptors just how ready we were to be there, to learn from them, to practice with them, and to continue to grow as future healthcare clinicians. Clinical year also gave us the opportunity to see how some things worked in the healthcare system. We asked questions and were sometimes told this is just how it's always been done, which made us ask even more questions. We learned to ask ourselves, is this really the best method to continue taking for our future patients? We began to move past the point of what to what's next. How can I tailor my patients' care to their needs, desires, and wants? In the end, medicine is not just a science, but an art, and I truly believe this is where we began to establish this idea on a professional level. Clinical year, despite sometimes feeling like an eternity, really did fly by. We delivered babies, assisted in codes, first assisted in the OR, and managed hundreds of patients in the outpatient setting. These past 2 years, we drank water out of a fire hydrant. 28 months of 1,000 gallons per minute. That's over 1.2 billion gallons of water, which is the equivalent to the water weight of 90 million people. We were told this was the equivalent of information and material we would be exposed to and learning from day one of PA school. And I think it's safe to say we won't be thirsty for a while. Although we completed our 28 months of rigorous coursework this past September, today officially marks our graduation and the start of our lives as graduated physician assistants. As graduate physician assistants from Morehouse School of Medicine, I challenge us to hold our program mission close throughout our careers as we continue to lead the advancement of health equity and continue providing compassionate, high quality, and patient-centered care. Thank you, family, friends, faculty, and staff for your continued support. Without each and every one of you, we would not be standing so tall today. And class of 2022, thank you. You are also passionate, intelligent, tough, and strong-willed. This class is the definition of perseverance, and there is no one else I would want to celebrate this victory with other than the scholars sitting next to me today. I hope your careers take you places further than you've ever imagined. Please join me as we give this class, the second graduating class of Morehouse School of Medicine Physician Assistant Program, a well-deserved and long-awaited round of applause. Thank you.
As you can see, Isabel has grown 5 inches in stature since she has been at Morehouse School of Medicine. Just outstanding. Thank you for those wonderful words, encouraging and clearly a reflection of the relationship that you see that begins among strangers. And that's what happens at Morehouse School of Medicine. Our goal at Morehouse School of Medicine is always to ensure that 100% of our graduating seniors receive some level of scholarship support. So we are excited to announce to the presidential class gift for the graduating class of 2022. We will be awarding scholarships to the remaining seniors who have not been awarded scholarships and our grants to help fund their educational matriculation at Morehouse School of Medicine. Students who are eligible are students who have not been awarded full scholarships for tuition or their fees. To assist in lowering the student indebtedness, we will award a total of $140,000 to students that will be split and made eligible to students who have not received full tuition and fee waivers. No student will receive less than $1,000, and all the scholarship funds will be used to pay down the students' outstanding Department of Education direct loan debt. Now give me a round of applause for that. We believe that this is important, and we do it at each graduation because we do not want our students worried about their next paycheck for paying down loans. And even though we know that there's the loan forgiveness and all of that out there, those loans will follow you. So we ask that you do pay them down in a timely manner so that they do not hold you back. Thank you. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Dawn Morton-Reyes. I encourage you to follow on page 7 in your program as I introduce her. Dr. Dawn Morton-Reyes was appointed to the President and CEO role of the National Commission on the Certification of Physician Assistants in 2014 and is a non-voting member of the NCCPA Board of Directors. She is a longtime PA educator and former PA program director. Prior to joining NCCPA, she served as the professor and dean at SUNY Downstate Medical Center, where she still serves on faculty. She's practiced in family medicine, addictive medicine, gynecology, and acute care for the homeless. She served as the president of the Physician Assistant Education Association, fondly known as PAEA. She's been appointed to the HRSA Advisory Committee on Training in Primary Care Medicine and Dentistry. She was appointed to the Federation of the State Medical Board's Education Committee, advisor to the National Health Service Corps, and the commissioner on the PA Accreditation Commission. She's been a recipient of the Fulbright Senior Specialist Grant Award and a recipient of the Arthur Ashe Institute for Urban Health Leadership Award. She earned her Bachelor's of Arts degree from Stony Brook University and a Bachelor of Science and Physician Assistant certificate from Howard University. She completed a professional diploma in instructional leadership and earned a doctorate of education from St. John's University. And today, she serves as Morehouse School of Medicine second winter commencement speaker. Join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Well, well, well. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, President Rice, for that wonderful introduction. I'm always a little humbled and uncomfortable with that introduction because as I hope to share with the students and soon-to-be graduates, I didn't plan to be here today, but I was called to serve. To the Board of Trustees, the faculty, the staff, and the graduating class of 2022, I'm so honored to be here, and I'm truly humbled to accept this opportunity to speak with you today. As I join you on your day, a day marking one of the most important accomplishments of your life, I remember my own graduation from PA school at Howard University many years ago. The physician assistant profession was still young, and admittedly, there was uncertainty about what lay ahead of me. My father, who was a girl dad of 4 daughters, looked at me and tapped his foot and said, "Okay, so what's this about? And are you really going to be able to get a job with this?" I have to believe that he and the rest of the elders before me are looking down saying, I guess it did work out after all. I wasn't certain where this road would take me, as I'm sure you're not certain where your road will take you, but I want to assure you that you are here on purpose. In the words of the late Chadman Boseman, purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason that you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Living in your purpose means being mindful of the stories that we tell about ourselves. In recent years, the idea of imposter syndrome has made its way into mainstream discourse. For those who are confused about that term, imposter syndrome involves feelings of self-doubt and personal incompetence that persist despite your education, experience, and accomplishments. These limiting beliefs tell us that we aren't good enough. They keep us hostage to fear of failure and even can cause us to commit self-sabotage. To this, I remind you of the old adage, you didn't make it this far to only make it this far. You may not have had an easy road. Rest assured, the struggles that you have endured have shaped you on your purpose. You made it, and you are capable and deserving of every opportunity that lies ahead of you. The blessings are yours to grab and to hold. Not only has this institution greatly prepared you for this moment, but you've got loved ones here today who have and are willing to carry you and support you as they have for the past 28 months, and they will support you even in your success and accomplishments. Most importantly, you've got yourselves and all the heart, knowledge, and perseverance that got you here today. For the last few years, COVID has upended your way of life, forcing many of our colleagues in healthcare to reevaluate whether they wanted to continue in the field. Burnout is real, but it can be overcome. Some of you were just beginning to embark on the journey when the pandemic hit, and yet, despite all of this uncertainty, you stayed the course. I am told by the end of our time here, assuming you all have done everything you're supposed to do, now we know, all of those last things need to be in, we'll have 3 new doctors of philosophy, 28 new masters of science in biotechnology, 1 new master of science in clinical research, 10 new masters of science in health informatics, and 1 master of science in medical science, and of course, my profession, 29 new PAs. That's a master of science in physician assistant studies. You joined the ranks of a very strong workforce, and I'm so proud of you. PAs, you chose a profession that needs your heart, your head, and your spirit. During the interview process and the screening process, you said you wanted to help people, and your faculty believed you. We all believe you today. The world awaits you and needs you to help make it a better place. But graduates, you have not come here alone. Please acknowledge your parents, grandparents, spouses, life partners, siblings, children, and friends, for they have been part of this journey with you. Thank the many faculty and preceptors who have shared their knowledge and experiences and guided you towards becoming your best self, sometimes in spite of yourself. Thousands of patients have been with you on this journey as well. Thank them for allowing you to learn from their personal health conditions and their health information. Repay them through the compassionate care that you will provide for others throughout your career. To the families and loved ones joining us today in this beautiful venue, I ask that you not hold your applause. Nothing about this journey has been easy, and things will only get tougher for these brave men and women selflessly joining the healthcare industry. Whether on graduation day or on the front lines, they are healthcare heroes, and the time for applause is right now. You have demonstrated that you have the ability to change and save lives. If you have faith in a greater power, a plan has been set for you, and you know that. It's now for you just to fulfill that goal and that plan that has been established. When you start living in your purpose, you will always also have to learn to be flexible. That means letting go of some of the interests and some of the people that no longer serve you. And though it may be hard, it must be done. Everyone that you encounter along your journey isn't meant to join you in your destination, and that's okay. Your purpose will continue to grow, and you will have to learn to be flexible to remain true to yourself. Lastly, in order to fully live in your purpose, I encourage you to stay rooted in this community, the Morehouse School of Medicine community. The past few years, you found community among your fellow students, your professors, the staff of this extraordinary institution. These are your people, the ones who understand what you've been through, the ones who can help you, and the ones who have helped you become yourself. These are the people you feel most at home with. The relationships that you have forged and the bonds that you have built throughout this journey are sacred, and they inextricably link you to each other. As you venture out and put all that you've learned into practice, I ask that you remember to give yourself permission to continue to lean on each other. Sometimes it's lending a listening ear. Other times it may mean mentioning another's name in a room that they do not have access to, but you do. Speak for them and represent them and welcome them when you can. And for those whose paths did not bring them to MSM, but they have a shared purpose and are looking for their people, I hope you will open your arms and forge extended communities to include them. They need you. While we're talking about community, and before we leave each other today, I want all of us to remember something else. The march toward health equity goes through the school, the Morehouse School of Medicine. A 2021 UCLA study found that the proportion of Black physicians in the United States has changed little in the past 120 years. In over a century, the proportion of physicians who are Black in the US has only increased by 4 percentage points, and the share of doctors who are Black men has remained unchanged since 1940. NCCPA's 2021 statistical report revealed that although the number of PAs has increased during the 5-year period from 2016 to 2020, the overall racial and ethnic diversity of the profession has remained relatively constant, with a little more than 3% of PAs who identify as Black or African American. These numbers tell a story, but let's talk explicitly about how a lack of diversity in healthcare results in an inequitable healthcare delivery for patients. So what does that look like? Inequity in healthcare looks like preventable death. Black people are more likely than white people to have babies with low birth weight. They're also more likely to experience the loss of a child. This is unrelated to any biological differences between the races, and it is true regardless of socioeconomic background. This demonstrates that the higher rate of infant mortality is not natural nor inevitable. Inequity in healthcare leads to difficulty in getting healthcare. Bias, prejudice, and discrimination can lead to delays in diagnosis and treatment. Certain groups may have difficulty being believed or taken seriously when healthcare providers or by healthcare providers, including physicians and PAs. Please change that statistic. Some studies have found that women wait longer on average for medical care when they visit emergency departments than men. Women also experience significant delays in the treatment of many conditions, including bleeding disorders and lupus. There is no medical reason for this. Inequity in healthcare impacts the rates of mental illness. It is well documented, that inequity and racism can also lead to chronic stress, which affects both mental and physical health. For example, the Youth Risk Behavior Study of 2009 to 2019 found that young people in the United States who are gay, lesbian, or bisexual experience higher levels of bullying and sexual violence than heterosexual people. This has led to increase in rates of mental illness and suicide. Studies have shown that patients generally fare better when care is provided by more diverse teams. Professional skills-focused studies generally find improvement in innovation, team communication, and improved risk assessment. So what am I saying? I'm saying that we need you. We welcome you. We've been waiting for you. We need you for what you bring to medicine and healthcare, for the change that you will embody. With emphasis on people of color and the underserved urban and rural populations in Georgia, the nation, and the world, your hand, your heart, your intellect is so sorely needed. MSM exists to improve the health and well-being of individuals and communities, increase the diversity of health professional and scientific workforce, and address primary health care through programs in education, research, and service. That's you. That's exactly who you are and why you came here. The knowledge, your informed life experience, your cultural understanding, your compassionate care, and the greatness that you've cultivated at Morehouse School of Medicine are sorely needed. There are no imposters here. You are the real deal, deserving and ready. You are called according to your purpose today, and today we call you. Congratulations, graduates. Welcome to the healthcare industry.
Just outstanding.
Regardless of race, ethnicity, gender, orientation, we are your people. We are your people. And I love what she said, and I'm gonna paraphrase it, but I know my team was writing it down. Those people who started the journey with you may not be the ones who were meant to go on be at the destination. Just let that embrace you. Let that embrace you. Thank you so much. So much needed. It is now my honor to call to the podium, and they have the word new here. He is not new. He has been here for a moment. Our Executive Vice President for Health Affairs and Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Joseph Adrian Tyndall. Dr. Tyndall.
President Montgomery Rice, thank you very much for noticing. Good morning. So I'm going to stop and say that that was certainly not enough energy. This is supposed to be a celebration. This is supposed to be a celebration. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Good morning. I think we got it. I want to add my thanks to all of you. And I'll start with students, now soon to be graduates. You've worked hard. You've made sacrifices, but you've made it. And we're excited, and I'm excited. I am. I want to thank family for being here to celebrate with us in this winter commencement. You have firsthand knowledge of the sacrifice, mostly because you witnessed it, but also because you've done it yourselves. And so being here to demonstrate that commitment and the support for your graduates is heartfelt. And we want to thank you for being here at Morehouse School of Medicine. To faculty, thank you for your tireless commitment to our mission, because without you, this would not be possible. Without you, my job would not be possible. Without you, educating the next generation of healthcare leaders will not be possible. And for that, I thank all of you. And to President Montgomery Rice, your vision has created this. Your vision has made all of this possible. And without it, we may not be here, but we are, and we're excited about it. And to our commencement speaker, Dr. Morton Reyes, I want to thank you for your words. Much of it resonated with us today as we think about our future and think about what we're about to do. So I'm going to ask you one more question one more time. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, because live from Morehouse School of Medicine, it is time to introduce the commencement class of 2022. And I will say that you are the newest health equity champions of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now confer upon the candidates the degrees of Master of Science in Medical Sciences, Master of Science in Biotechnology, Master of Science in Health Informatics, Doctor of Philosophy, and Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies. First, we will confer the Master of Science in Medical Sciences degree. Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the student who's completed a rigorous program of medical sciences studies fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. And the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that this student receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the School of Medicine, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Medical Sciences, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
Taylor Marshall Bell.
And while she makes her way back, I'm going to ask the Master of Science in Medical Sciences graduate, you are now able to move your tassel to the left. Congratulations. We will now confer the Master of Science in Biotechnology degrees. So, Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the students who have completed a rigorous program of biotechnology studies fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree Master of Science in Biotechnology, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
Joan Ade Bawale. Jessica Afanibo. Zoe Andrews. Danielle Beaufort. Asia Brown. Kia Nate Brown. Jalen Cortez Campbell. Kyrie Mariama Simone Crudup. Javonda Dominique Dean Foster. Zaya Hudson. Lisa Mariama Jata. Leilani Johnson. Sydney Sierra Jones. Sean Elliott Kennedy. Shavandra Leek. Dr. Courtney Livingston Massa. Prentice Sanchez Marshall. DeAndre McLee. Juanisha McKennedy. Justin Mullen Baraka. Alessandra Victoria Parker. Kamarian Robinson. Letitia Smalls Fox. Darylyn Nelson. Ayomide Olayiwola. Maya Snowton. Maya Saunders. And Justin Williams.
So I will just say for the moment, for those of you who've moved your tassels to the left, not yet. We're not ready yet. Okay. So for the Master of Science in Biotechnology graduates, now you may move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations. Now, for the Master of Science in Health Informatics degree, Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the students who've completed a rigorous program of health informatics, studies that are fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that these students receive the degree Master of Science.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Health Informatics with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
Kelly Carter. Danielle Duvernay. George Gordon. Deanna Hayes. Wanda Jacqueline Briggs Lyon. Tia Vance. Crystal Vanterpool Williams.
Okay. So for those who just received the Master of Science in Health Informatics, graduates, wherever you are, you may now move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations. Now, for the Doctor of Philosophy and Biomedical Science degree candidates, Madam President, I have the honor to present to you these students who have completed a rigorous program in biomedical sciences studies, fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. The Board of Trustees and the faculty of Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that the student receive the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
Dr. Crystal Rogerson. All right. Now we have Dr. Corey Young.
It is good to see this. It is good to see this. So new Doctor of Philosophy graduates, wherever you are, you may move your tassels to the left. And congratulations. Congratulations. So Dr. Eatman Daniels, if you can please join me at the podium, please.
All righty. Good morning. I'm Dr. Danita Eatman Daniels, Associate Dean of Graduate Education in Biomedical Sciences. All Master of Science in Biotechnology, Master of Science in Health Informatics, Master of Science in Medical Science, and Doctor of Philosophy and Biomedical Sciences graduates, please rise. Come on. Okay. We will now recite the Scientist Pledge, which you will find on page 13 of your program. Other scientists in the audience are welcome to join in. Okay. I accept this opportunity to follow the difficult and rewarding path of biomedical science and clinical research. I will endeavor to honor all those who have contributed to this opportunity by always working to the utmost of my abilities and by increasing those abilities when possible. I will strive to advance fundamental knowledge about all living things. I pledge to use my energy, intellect, and education to enhance the lives of all mankind, understanding that often the greatest strides are made through efforts to assist the dispossessed and underprivileged in our world. I will carefully consider and remain mindful of the ethical implications of my work. I will never use my gifts and skills to intentionally harm any individual or group. In planning and carrying out my work, I will treat this planet and all its life forms with honor and respect. I will honor and respect the efforts of my teachers, taking great care always to give credit where credit is due, and always humbly understanding that all I see by standing on the shoulders of the many scientists who have gone before me. I will always honor and respect my students and all who rely on that which I have learned, striving to truthfully and openly disclose all my methods, findings, and conclusions. So long as here to this pledge, may I have continued success in the field of biomedical sciences, clinical research. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ian Daniels. I love pledges. Now, we will now confer the degrees for Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies. Madam President, I have the honor to present to you these students. They have completed a rigorous program of physician assistant studies, fully accredited by the Accreditation Review Commission on Education for the Physician Assistant. The Board of Trustees and faculty of Morehouse School of Medicine recommend that they receive the degree, Master of Science.
Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree of Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining.
Syed Shuber Bahaduri. Michaela Alexis Bennett. Deidre Bobby Ann Bohannon. Rebecca Ann Alicia Bryan. Sydney Yolette Ellison. Erin Victoria Fincher. Tia Flowers. Islam Jeljel. Tiaja Mishan Givens. Alicia Glover. Green. Douglas Hernandez Alvarez. Samantha Christie Hippolyte. LaDonna Paulette Lanier. Isabel Lorero Marin. Cameron Rashad Martin. Sydney Noel Martin. Kimia Nezafat. Noble Agbu Jr. Fatima Marie Oyaifo. Fantasia Rimonville. Maya Sierra Stokes. Morgan Tiara Stokes. Jasmine Ray Watson.
And as we make our way back to our seats, you know we're ready to get to another pledge. New physician assistant study graduates, wherever you are, you may now move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations. And it's my honor to invite one of my most favorite people in the world, Dr. Dawson. Dr. Pangela Dawson, please join me.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Pangela Dawson. I'm the Assistant Dean and the Founding Program Director of the Physician Assistant Studies Program here at Morehouse School of Medicine. We will now recite the Physician Assistant Professional Oath. I invite other physician assistants in the audience to rise and recite the oath with the graduates. The oath will be found on page 14 of your program. Please read with me. Graduates, please stand. And if you will follow along as I read and read along with me and say it like you mean it. All right, here we go. I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I will hold the tenets and patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice. I will recognize and promote the value of diversity. I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine. I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to provide compassionate and effective care of patients. I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to any improved community. I will respect my professional relationship with the physician. I will share and expand knowledge with the profession. These duties are pledged in sincerity and upon my honor. Thank you. You may be seated, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pangela Dawson. It's now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Frank Jones, who will come to honor us with the podium for the alumni induction. Dr. Jones.
Good morning to family, friends, and to class of 2022. Family, you can see why we know that Morehouse School of Medicine is so special. Only at a place like this would you have a graduation like this. And that makes us really special. And to our graduates, congratulations. And what a Christmas present for you, for your families, and for our community, because you're so needed in our community. What a great accomplishment. There's so many people who would love to be sitting in your seats and to have had the experiences that you have had and experiences that you still have to come. If you're like me and most health professionals who have gone through such an arduous and rigorous course of study, I'm sure that there were many nights that you thought that you were not going to make it through, but you did. Truth be told, if you were like me, you never thought you were going to get into graduate and professional school to begin with, but you did. It is because of your hard work and the prayers of your village that helped you to get in and helped sustain you as you made it to this point. What makes MSM so special is that all of us who pass through these doors have a story to tell. It may be a little bit different, we may have had different challenges, but we all have a story to tell that's similar. Morehouse is a beautiful mosaic of stories. Some of us had trouble getting in, some had trouble staying in, some had trouble getting out. But you made it. Morehouse took a chance on you. They supported you, they nurtured you, they educated you, they prepared you for the great clinicians and researchers and scientists and servant leaders that you will become. And now it is time for you to take a chance on Morehouse. What do I mean by that? As an alumnus, we want you to give of your time, your money, your efforts, your ideas, and your suggestions. Join the Alumni Association. Be a proud member of the Alumni Association. Pay your dues, mentor some students, carry the name of Morehouse with you everywhere you go. Invest in Morehouse like Morehouse has invested in you. We're proud of you. We welcome you to a family of Morehouse alumni. Those are my alumni. We have such a diverse group of alumni. Before it was just the medicine class of medicine. Now we have physician assistants and clinicians and biomedical scientists and biotechnologists and researchers, and we continue to grow. So congratulations, and now we're going to formally introduce you into the Alumni Association. Please stand. And if there are any other alumni, would you please stand and read along with us? I, state your name, hereby accept membership in the Morehouse School of Medicine National Alumni Association. As a graduate, I promise to maintain active membership in the association and to support the association in the Morehouse School of Medicine to the best of my ability. Congratulations, alumni.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. We appreciate your continued support of the Morehouse School of Medicine. To the class of 2022, this is a remarkable time in your professional journey, one I hope you look back on with fondness and pride. As you go forward, hold strong to the principles and guiding forces that compel you to this life of service. Understand that you are the legacy of this institution, and we are your people. The bonds you have forged do not cease now that you have graduated. Instead, much like the roots of a blossoming tree, they will continue to grow and extend deep into the foundation, anchoring you no matter the force or winds or rains ahead. You are entering your various professions at an unprecedented time. Trust in the knowledge you gain, and remember to always lead with compassion and humility. People will look to you for answers and guidance. They will trust you with the most vulnerable and important parts of themselves, whether as a research study participant, a community partner, or as a patient. They will expect you to understand the depth of trust they extend into you and the weight of the hope that rests on your shoulders. We are confident that you are well prepared to answer the calling to practice medicine and to continue the art of discovery and caring. Therefore, as you begin this phase of your journey, I charge you with the following. Align your professional identity with a vision that you have for others first and then for yourself. The vision of health equity is achievable if we assist everyone with achieving his, her, they optimal health by listening first and thinking in limitless possibilities. We will create a brighter future, a more equitable future for all. Constantly seek new knowledge. Many of you have been in your professions and you came here to seek new knowledge. Don't let this stop with this degree. Information changes rapidly. Seek excellence and let your work reflect your character, your alma mater, and your profession. Never, ever, ever lose sight of your purpose. Seek guidance from trusted advisors and wise peers. Call on your people when you have questions. Call on your people when you want to celebrate something that may seem small to others, but you know what it means as you progress through it. Listen to your higher self and your higher calling. Remember to take care of yourself. Exercise, eat healthier, read, listen to music, dance, and laugh at least 5 times a day. Because when health is absent, wisdom cannot reveal itself, art cannot manifest, strength cannot fight, and believe me, wealth will become useless. Leave a legacy and make sure that the lives you touch and the places where you serve are better because of you. Remain humble. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Remember, you will have many answers, but certainly not all of them. Be of service to others. You are not the center of the universe, but a servant of it. Graduates of the class of 2022, you have well earned a place in the global community and among the men and women among the healing of arts and sciences. Go with God, and may you and your families be richly blessed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join Ms. Ida Munhuru as she sings Morehouse School of Medicine's alma mater, SOAR. The song is printed on page 25 in your program. Following the alma mater, please remain standing as Reverend Crawford delivers the benediction.
Solemnly, we are poised to pursue our journey to that privileged place. We will answer to our call as we walk through these hallowed halls of hope. For with our hearts will to serve by commitment, and with our minds built to solve mysteries. Though we seem bound for one endless destination, yet we will boldly spread our wings as we soar to the highest place of dreams. Well done to all of you. Proudly, we will stand forever tall as we face the giants of life, then watch them fall. Brave earthly cure for all mankind. For as we stand on the shoulders of others, whom all have graced this noble place from ages past, we know with God on our side, we can boldly take our stride as we soar to the highest place of dreams. As we soar to the highest place of dreams. Ooh, as we soar to the highest place of dreams. Soar, 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 soar.
Let us now receive the benediction. Whosoever will be great among you, let him be your servants. Lord, we're gathered in your presence. We're celebrated your kindness and goodness. We now look to go on the mission field, the healthcare mission field, to make a difference. Let us who have received these degrees now go out to become servant leaders. Let us serve your people that we may be great among them, not for selfishness, but that our kingdom may come and your kingdom may grow. Let them serve God, the economically challenged, the poor, that they can experience the riches of houses and schools and employment. Let us serve God in food deserts and remind those who are hungry, those who are undernourished, that there can be nutritional food in their hands. Let us serve God's children who may feel they have no chance in the world, who are lost and have no hope. Open their eyes through our serving. Let us serve mothers who need protection from violence. Let us serve young men who lost their hope and turn on each other and not to each other. Let us serve God the mentally ill, who have been overlooked and sometimes put aside. Let us, God, go to serve those women, God, who need prenatal care, that their children can be born healthy and strong. And then, oh God, let us go to serve as healers, serve as helpers, serve as providers of all the good that you would have. And now, God, as we go to serve, let us remember we can do the good. So, God, on this day, be in our feet that we may walk towards the good. Be in our hands that we may do the good. Be in our ears, oh God, that we may hear the good. Be in our tongues that we may speak the good. Be in our eyes that we may see the good. And by all means, God, be in our hearts that we may love the good. And when our day is thus done and we have served, may we can look towards you and say unto you, O God, I done what you told me to do. In your name we pray and believe. Everybody say, amen. You may be seated. Now we receive our Grand Marshal, Dr. Power.
I wanted to give a special thank you to our keynote speaker, Dr. Morton Rios, and all of our distinguished platform guests, trustees, alumni, faculty, and most of all the students for your individual and collective participation in today's commencement celebration. Thank you all for joining us in this academic celebration.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today for Morehouse School of Medicine's second winter commencement exercises. And congratulations to all the members of the class of 2022 on this momentous occasion. We invite graduates, their family, and friends to join us for a reception in the NCPC atrium. Safe travels to all and best wishes for an enjoyable remainder weekend. Thank you.